Hello, this is my concept of the theory of everything based on some visualizations I've been having and thinking about. It's mostly based on the Trinity theory. And my Trinity theory is based that you are the creator, you created yourself. So if you think along the lines of you're the creation is the creator, and you look back through history and you've got the Bible, you've got the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit. You're the Father, you're the Son and you're the Holy Spirit all in one. But the point I've been looking at is because I'm going to relate this to the UFO phenomena, the ancient alien phenomena, the Bible and the Jesus, heaven, hell, angels, demons, positive, negative energy, certain third eyes, and other stuff like that to get my point across. Okay. I was thinking about it the other day. If you think of, say, you got the Holy Father, right? You got, and in a spiritual dimension, the Holy Father is like being ascended to being a light. Physical man is our timeline in this dimension, a light being in this timeline, in this reality, in this dimension. Now, and then if you go, now this is where I've made a third connection, which is the what do you call it? Reptilian. They're called reptilian, Dracos, Illuminati, all that. They're dwellers from the deep, but the deep is not the physical earth beneath you. It's the negative in you. So it's the reptilian in you, because my theory is based. This isn't a battle for the physical realm. This is a battle for physical dimension. This is a battle. So that's how you think from the physical to the spiritual. It's the same stuff, but they just go. So it all makes sense. It all lines up. It becomes a perfect circle if you make the reptilians the first line of man, the first time of man. Then man evolved. The reptilian line, the evil, negative side of you, evolved to as far as it could go in the physical, like the negative, all your anger. That's why if you relate that to the Bible, before the creator created, no, that goes, how does it, if in the beginning of time there was you, right? So, and that's another thing. If you want to really get into this theory and how it would all work, you have to read the Bible as you're the creator. And in that timeline, in that biblical timeline, they were going through a timeline where, because now if you look at there's three main alien groups that everyone always goes on about. The light people, the Nordics, people, they're the ultimate point you want to be in time. And then and physical time, spiritual time. And then there's the Greys. They're us in a physical timeline. Ascended or godlike beings, or us, are us in light time, in the future. It's all got to do with space-time. It all relates back to Buddhism, science, Isaac Newton's. Everything in the universe is connected through energies, through in every different realm. They're all connected. So in the Draco realm, or the reptilian realm, they like to use like demon possession, which I'll get you, spiritual realm, and then physical manifestations, where they transmorph people's bodies through their mental and physical strength, mentally and physically. They have the power of monsters of the dark, blah blah, demons, things that go boo in the night. And then you got the Greys, which is us in a physical timeline. But see, then if we follow this timeline of just physical consciousness, that was the reptilians. Now we're at physical PK, mental consciousness, which is physical mixed with mental intelligence. That's the hibernation of the Grey. You get it? That's the hibernation of the negative Grey we're experiencing in our time, because the positive Grey is ascended in the positive Grey timeline of light. The negative Grey has ascended back to the negative to fight the positive forces we're trying to be in part on this planet right now as creators. It all works on the circle of life, or that idea. There's some other stuff here. So if you look at something like certain imagery in history, like this is really powerful imagery. Like a pyramid. There's your 3 chakras, your 3 different dimensions, and your 3 different possible realities, and every other reality is a mixture of it. So I reckon they're experiencing three phenomena here. If we go on this theory, that makes it so there's only 3 phenomena which I come through. It says, I just drew that quickly up, which is like how I think this battle of time quickly lays itself out. So you got like a battle for the universe, which is the past, and that dimension, timeline, and then it's a mixture of man mixed with just physical flesh. Then we move to the man mixed with intelligent, which is the man intelligent agent hybrid. Then we go to the future, where we've got ascended beings, or beings of light, which is the ultimate ascension in the universe, and any realm or dimension is the future. And the reason I've done this is because I've just lined it up with space-time. You just got to line everything up with space-time, with certain imagery, positive, negative, everything flowing. Even looking at this image, if you look at this image, if Grey travels through physical time in the known universe, they travel from point A to point. So, if you look at that, that's the Dracos at the start, right there, at the start of it, and then they go across and ascend up to human Grey negative hybrids, because the positive hybrids are still in the realm of light, and then you ascend up to the realm of light, which is our heaven, our pyramids. If you look at that, that's travelling through time, either directly to ascend to light, or if you look at the circle around it, it's to travel, because the circle is the beings of light around the universe, because we are the creator, the beings of light outside the universe. Core information, because if you think like that, then the physical, the reptilian side, if you're thinking on these lines, is your anger, your negative, your old side from a timeline probably about 65 million years ago, when we had dumb human, like physical human, that was just raw emotion, power, strength, Repco, right? but you know, they had the size of a piece of brains, so they had no intelligence. Now we're in the time where it's human, right, physical, plus mix it with PK intelligence and, you know, telekinesis, telepathy, and, you know, all that stuff to do with the mind, third eye, and you get your man hybrid. So we're kind of telling ourselves about the circle that's going on in this constant exchanging within our own body system. So I told my friend once, I believe we got universes within ourselves, reptilian, and then we've got, and then also within our genetic code is the code where we are, where we're at now, where we've ascended from that realm, physical, which is I think the reptile realm is more of a dark energy coming into a physical body realm. Now you got an intelligent energy coming into a physical energy, because they figured out how to layer themselves with over time with you know, evolution. It's the evolution process. And then why did the evolution dinosaur process stop? Because they had to go for the next line of man. The next line of is bloodlines, direct physical lines, and then light lines. And then when the light lines, or the gods that make it to that ascension, want to come back, that creates a new parallel multi-universe, or a new physical universe, or a new light universe, or another layer on the universe. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. And I've got other stuff, but that's just my general theory for now, and I'm going to go into way more detail later on. If you're interested, email me, let me know what you think.